Hi everyone, this is audap, and we're going to take a look at Prince of Persia. This is the 2008 version, which was just called Prince of Persia. I don't know why companies keep doing this. I mean, just go ahead and put a number on it. You know, we don't care if it's Prince of Persia 12 or Prince of Persia 16. It's not like it's going to stop me from buying it if it's good. Oh, well, I probably shouldn't load a game since I don't have one, huh? Yeah. So this was a bit of a rebranding for the series. They had just completed doing the original trilogy of Prince of Persia games. That was Prince of Persia Warrior Within, and Prince of Persia The Two Thrones. The Warrior Within, the middle of the trilogy, seemed like it really hurt the brand. And for good reason. It was a bit of a misguided step in the Prince of Persia universe. You know, kind of giving us a prince that we didn't really want to see, with music and sound that we didn't really like. So by the time Two Thrones came along, which was quite a bit of an improvement, you know, the audience had already left the series and had stopped caring. So this was an attempt to make the Prince of Persia more likable again. And I think they really succeeded. The princess, of course, was also likable too. And the banter and romance between the two, I think, really, really worked. Unfortunately, criticism at the time when the game was made was that the game was too easy and that you couldn't die. Which was untrue. You could die. In fact, you could die quite often. But instead of choosing a normal game over screen with the prince sort of putting in his, you know, little quips at the end, instead, what they opted to do was to let the game put you at the nearest checkpoint, but it seamlessly hid the act that you were dying into your partner character, Elsa, saving you. So if you ever had a point in the game where you played this and Elsa saved you, that means you actually died. But because it's so seamless, people thought that they just couldn't die. Like, they've been playing the game, and they didn't die. There was no game over screen, and it boggled their tiny little minds. For the record, this is actually my favorite Prince, and probably my favorite Prince of Persia game. The Forgotten Sands, or the Return to the Sands on the Wii, was actually also pretty good too. That game literally was a Return to Sands at the time. Everything from the graphics to the controls really kind of hit the nail on the head for the Sands of Time feel, unlike the two subsequent sequels. And that game was a much different game than the Next Generation game, which was on the PlayStation 3, Windows, and 360. So if you do like the Prince of Persia Sands of Time, then you should probably check out the Wii version. That game's great. But so is this. And it's hard to believe that this game is 8 years old now. But you couldn't tell by looking at it. So let's check it out.
The asking is yours.
You know what it is that I ask.
If you would have your wish,
Then give me mine.
The wind is free, but the sand goes where it is blown, unaware of the world around it, whirling on the breath of the gods, at the mercy of the storm that engulfs it. What is one grain of sand in the desert? One grain amongst the storm.
told you she didn't come this way.
Come on.
Hey, at least tell me your name!
With someone. Who is that? Hey, you!
Hey! There's no need to get nasty. We can talk about this. Okay, so you're not a conversationalist.
Okay, during an enemy combo, you can only block or deflect attacks. Hold the right trigger to block.
Bet you wish you'd opted for conversation now, don't you? Yeah, and you can run too.
Why are you following me?
I'm not. I'm looking for
Farah, I heard you yelling. You and your girlfriend should get out of here.
girlfriend. Farrah's not my girlfriend. She's my donkey.
You're risking your life for a donkey?
She's a good donkey. That and she's carrying our king's ransom in gold.
Just get out of here. If they don't see you with me, you'll be all right.
Hey, you!
You want to time your advice better next time?
Why do you run from me? Elika!
Not my concern.
No, he's nothing to do with this! No!
Oh no! Oh crap! How did you? Whoa! I've got you.
They're moving! That way! Come
We
on!
better get out of here. How did you do that?
I don't know.
Right. And you being able to do magic isn't anything to do with why they're trying to kill us.
They're not trying to kill us. They're trying to kill you.
Okay, fine. Keep your secrets. But at least tell me how to escape.
No, I can't leave. I've got to get to the temple.
I just subconsciously called her Elsa, you know, since we're using Nathan Drake's voice here. But yeah, Elika. If Elika saves your ass at any point in time, that means you died.
You really can put me down now.
Release her!
I have lost my donkey, fallen down a cliff, and had a rock dropped on me. I'm not in a good mood.
Release her!
I'm not holding her hostage.
Let her go!
It's you she's running away from. Do you think you're up to running?
Yes.
Then where's that temple?
You go. I'll follow.
Which way is this temple?
We need to go this way.
Do you often drop out of the sky onto men? good-looking girl and everything. Obviously, pretty high maintenance, but you shouldn't need to go throwing yourself off cliffs onto men. You suddenly develop powers from nowhere.
I don't know. No one's had these powers for centuries. I don't know why I was chosen.
The good thing is that you can choose to perform these conversations anytime you want, so you can have as much interaction or as little interaction as you see fit. But I suggest that you hit the L button whenever you can and have them talk to each other, because the banter is pretty good. One other notable change from the other Prince of Persia games is that you are no longer required to hold a button to do your wall runs. Again, this disturbs some people.
Here, we have her. Hey, stop there. We mean you no harm.
But the only real difference is that you don't hold a button when you're running along the wall. And outside of that, the game is pretty much the same. I forgot about that.
You will not stand between us and the princess.
What princess? You're a princess?
You can also counterattack by pressing the A button or the X button. Hold the right trigger to block. I guess I should be reading this to you, huh?
Elika, it is finished. You cannot return. Why do you run? There is nowhere to go.
This guy doesn't give up. I hope you're good with heights.
While hanging from the ledge, press the right trigger to grip fall down the wall.
The temple's there, under the tree.
You guys worship a tree?
Again, the only thing that would really give away the fact that this is a 8-year-old game is the character models. But look at the art. I mean, it's still really, really cool to look at. A little chunky here and there, but you know, there are some chunky people that are just fine. They're fun to look at. I'm just saying give the game a chance. That's what I'm saying. If we were to go back and to look at the other games, we'd find some similar results, although obviously the model count on the older games is much, much lower.
What are you doing up there?
Get that end and push.
What's in the temple?
Just push.
Is there gold in there?
I can't see anyone following. We should hurry.
I've never met a princess before. I've observed a few from a distance, but never met one. There was this one princess in...
Can you save the stories?
Well, if there's no gold, why is this place so secure?
It's the prison that holds Ahriman.
Ahriman? Oh, that... Ahriman? The big bad god of darkness? Kills people, destroys cities, scares naughty children?
Unless you want to see lots of dead naughty children, you'll help me fix this.
Where's Ahriman?
Under the seal.
Whoops. Silliness. Grant, great texture work. I mean, it's a gorgeous game.
like...
Elika!
Get back. I've got this.
I cannot lose you again.
Father, no! I beg of you!
Father?
This is not your fighting.
Your attack has been deflected. Hold right trigger to block the counterattack.
No! Father, no! Father!
Let's get out of here. Come on! I think we need a better plan. That was a better plan.
Of course, since we're playing on PC, it's using symbols because it doesn't know what buttons I'm possibly using.
We have to get out of here.
I think.
Yeah, on my way.
What are these things?
Ahriman's soldiers. They were trapped with him.
Yeah? Well, it looks like they got out.
Ahriman's escaping!
Oh, trouble. Oh, dead. Ah, hit the button too soon.
You shall watch the ending of the light.
Any more of your relatives gonna try and kill us? Or is it just your father who wants to end the world?
Do you think I wanted any of this?
Well, what do we do now? Presuming the great god of darkness doesn't just squish us flat.
He can't have escaped yet. Not fully. The temple must still have the power to contain him. Something's happened to the fertile grounds. If we can get to them, we might be able to stop Ahriman escaping.
The fertile what?
This land was built to keep Ahriman here. These areas feed the temple with life energy. The temple feeds the tree. We have to stop him.
We have to get out of here.
Fine, run. But you're not going to get very far.
Oh, I was on my way home. I had more gold than you could... I'd have had wine, women. I'd have had carpets this thick. Now I'm stuck with an angry god and a crazy woman. All right. Which one of these things do we need to do whatever to?
We can't reach the fertile grounds in these areas. We'd need to... Or we can't reach them anyway. We'll have to get to these four. Then we can see what's happening.
If I ever find that donkey. Carpets this thick. This thick!
Alright, let's press back and we'll open the world map. Then we can select where to go. These lanes are locked. You will need to activate a power at the temple before you can reach them. Power plates can be activated at the temple when Elika has enough light seeds. You need to choose a destination. Use the control stick to highlight your chosen destination, then hit the A button to see it. Now that you have set a destination, you can exit the world map by pressing back. Press the Y button to see the path of your destination.
There is nothing here for us.
We must get to the fertile grounds.
We're wasting time.
Okay, no chatty, no problem.
What are these fertile grounds?
They feed the temple, give it the energy it needs to hold Ahriman trapped.
How?
I don't know. They were constructed 1,000 years ago after Ahriman was imprisoned. Now, if you want the guided tour, can we wait until after we've re-imprisoned Ahriman?
You don't know what these fertile grounds do?
We have to get to them. Please, just go on.
Have you got a plan B in case this doesn't work?
I don't have a plan A yet.
Then where are we going?
To find plan A.
Well, thankfully we have a way to guide us to our destination in case we get lost. More like a subtle hint. Sometimes not so subtle, but it lets you at least point you in the right direction. And then if you want more help, then you just keep hitting the button. So again, you can have as much help as you want, or as little help as you want. It's sort of the genius of the game.
Wait.
You know what it is that I ask.
If you would have your wish,
Then give me mine.
Can this day get any worse?
They're the corrupted, Ahriman's chosen few. They ruled here 1,000 years ago.
That thing we saw, the darkness, that was...
That was Ahriman.
Alright, let's get to it, huh? It's also nice because Elika and the prince work together, so they're not really a subservient couple, and they pretty much have to work together to accomplish all their goals. That makes the princess a bit more appealing and more interactive with the story. Okay, wall warp up to the ring with, and then push B to extend your run. No problem, I'll do that. Of course, we want to stay away from all this nasty stuff right here. So Armen's corruption. Alright, press Y to see the path of your next destination.
We should go that way.
A to jump. And yes, you can fall if you do not push the buttons in the right sequence or at the right time. They just made the timing a bit more generous. Although not too generous. Let's see, push A to jump onto the wall, then run up to the beam. There we go. Wrong direction. Oh well. Press right and press the A button to wall run to the next fissure. There we go.
We're entering the Citadel. If the corrupted return to their places, the hunter will be here.
What was that? A dream? That thing we saw, the darkness, that was...
That was Armen.
If we saw Armen in the vision, doesn't that mean it's him creating them?
It wasn't Armen. This is Ormaz's power. It is the temple protecting itself.
I get the feeling we're not alone here.
Once we reach the fertile ground, we should be safe.
Can you see the hunter?
We can't worry about him. Let's get to the top of that tower. The fertile ground is at the top of that tower.
And we can reach this one.
Yes.
And let's get to the top of that tower.
Press A to jump to the column. Whoop. And then press A to jump off the column. Press A to jump onto the wall and wall run to the vines. And we'll just move across the vines with our control stick. And press the right trigger to grip fall down. Press A to jump on the wall and wall run to the vines. And press left and A to wall run off the vines. Alright, we're going to climb up the pole and then jump off when the time is right. Whoop. Stay away from the blob. Alright, press left stick to climb up to the top of the column. We're going to do the A button to do a roof run. B button to grab onto the ring. And down we'll go. So, it's a combination of your A and your B buttons, along with the Y button in case you want to use Elika to do an extended jump, which is the majority of the parkour gameplay. Okay, we can move around the column by using our left stick. That way we will jump opposite of what we are holding onto. So.
be fine.
You're open! Must protect him.
It's my sword that'll do that. What now?
I'm not sure.
You're not.
I think if I...
Press Y to heal the fertile ground. Press repeatedly.
What was that? How did you... Hey,
I'm alright. It's nothing.
it looks like it.
The fertile ground is pure now. It will stop Ahriman using its energy.
So he's trapped.
No. We must heal the other fertile grounds.
Yeah, you're in fine shape for that.
The light seed. Take me to a light seed. Thank you.
You need these things?
I felt I did. I didn't know what to do when we reached here, but I knew Ormaz would show me the way.
Yeah? Let's hope he keeps having bright ideas. Let's pick up some more of these light things. Will that corrupted thing come back here?
We're safe. Ahriman can't cast his shadow here now the land is healed.
So, princess.
Will you stop calling me that?
Well, that's what you are, isn't it? A princess?
My name is Elika.
All right. I'm sorry, Princess Elika.
I didn't catch your name.
That's because I didn't give it to you. What's the furthest you've ever been away from this?
You were there.
The end of that canyon? Where would you go, if you could?
The ocean. What's it like?
In the desert, you feel alone. You survive the desert. But you live the sea. And be careful, princess. You see that, you might not come back.
I don't know why the dialogue is so low.
The reservoir. The cavern. This cavern was used.
But let's go ahead and turn everything else down so we can hear a bit more of the dialogue. They don't talk too often,
What's
but
it like being a princess?
Tiring. Why do you wear that scarf?
It's lucky.
I didn't think you believed in that sort of thing.
I don't. But maybe it believes in me. And I thought today was going to be a quiet day.
You should change your fortune teller.
Now, of course, all of the light seeds that you see, you won't necessarily be able to get to until you learn some additional skills. But you'll try to get as many as you can, hopefully. Alright, so now we can choose a new destination. We can continue to traverse the lower half. Or we can go into the further into the level. Oh, I guess maybe we can't. Okay, never mind. I guess we're just going to keep traversing the lower lands then. Let's do that.
Thank you for your help.
But in the meantime, let's collect a few seeds. At least what we can.
Now.
With the correct timing, your parkour jumping actually looks quite elegant. That's what I like about this version of the Prince of Persia.
Jump!
I must find more.
You can do this with the other versions too, but I don't think it looks quite as crisp. Again, if enemies start to form, if you move quick enough, you can actually run up to them and prevent them from spawning, so that's pretty useful. All the major fights are actually one-on-one battles.
Now.
And they can take some time if you're not too careful.
Careful.
Let's just run back through here. Whoop. I guess we'll go through the normal way. No, anything up there? Of course there were. Oh, but I get to them later. Never mind then. Down we go. Long jump.
I was done for. No, you're heavier than you look.
We need more of these.
Again, there are actually more of these, but we'll need to get a couple more abilities before we can get them. So, let's move on to the next part of the game. And the game does attempt to guide you a bit
Best
by
way now.
showing you where additional light seeds are. But if you get stuck, you can always use Elika to show you the way.
That's fine.
Do it!
Yeah, my timing wasn't quite so good on that one. Okay, there we go.
Well, I'm in it now, aren't I?
Press A to jump onto the wall and run up to the fissure.
I don't know, why did you follow me?
I should have climbed back out of that canyon.
I'm grateful for your help, but please, can we go on?
And we push the A button to wall run again. So it's very fluid, and all of the actions make sense. So I think the fact that it's so streamlined is what throws people off. Because the older games, you know, they were, I don't know. I mean, they were good too. Don't get me wrong, but you were doing like a lot of actions, which you didn't necessarily need to do. Here, they've just taken some of the repetitive out of the actual gameplay. I hope people look back on this game a bit more fondly, maybe if they were critical of it. I think it really stands the test of time. Unlike some other games, which were highly acclaimed, and you play them now, and you're just like, ugh.
The fertile ground is up on that plateau. We can use the vines to get up there, then make our way across.
Make our way across to what?
Let's find out.
What are all these pipes and...
When Ahriman took the city from the Ura, the alchemist conducted his experiments here. He used prisoners to build these things, and as subjects for his experiments.
Scary guy, this alchemist, then.
He can make the corruption act for him. He shapes it, makes it become what he wishes.
There was a potter I knew like that. Oh, the things she could do with her hands. These experiments.
They were for science. It means
Polymaths, alchemists, astronomers. Colorful things that go bang and lots of numbers. See? Even I read a book once. Science and alchemy. Alchemy and science. Interesting subjects.
we didn't turn lead to gold. Sorry. It's the alchemist.
Think we just lost our way out of here.
can't keep above the corruption, we'll lose more than that.
Corruption better not be rising like this everywhere, or we're in even deeper trouble. Not exactly polite. He hardly knows us and he's trying to kill us.
We'd better get higher.
I don't think I've heard all of the dialogue. It's hard to tell when the dialogue actually stops.
Be ready! Wait for it!
And again, this is a game where you're pushing your actions a little bit ahead of time instead of pushing them right at the edge of the time.
Try not to get your feet wet.
I get into this? And what is this I've got into? I'm not here. Someone else is here doing this crazy stuff.
In fact, the only thing that really requires super careful timing is the blocking.
Sure, climb on the roof. It's not like gravity ever killed anyone.
Keep moving!
Again, that sort of bothers some gamers out there. They kind of feel that they need to do everything themselves. You know, I understand that. I want to go back out there, I guess. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
We need to reach him, to stop him.
Hey! Step away from there! There you go.
Here we go.
Ah, alright, wrong button. It's hard to tell without the actual button labels. He's a little hard to fight since his weapon isn't directly attached to him. Was that not the button? Could have swore I hit the sword button.
Are you trying to get us killed?
So as you can see, every time you fail, the opponent gets a little bit more strength. So there is some consequence for not doing well.
Now.
Yeah, which is the Not the right button, apparently. Kind of felt like that was the right
Now
button.
that should teach you something.
Be alert. He might return.
Go work your magic. The corruption is gone. Looks like we have a way out of here.
Okay, I'll look in these light seeds to activate power at the temple. Each power allows you to unlock a new land. So, let's collect some seeds. I forgot about the button. Oh, let's see. Can we go this way? No, not this way. No. Up. Up doesn't look like an option. Ah, forward it is.
There.
Alright, we can choose a new destination, but let's get some seeds first.
Another one.
Oh, everything's so hard to get to. I'm probably gonna have to wait till I get another one of the major powers before I get to get some of these. Which is fine. The platforming's so fun that you know, you don't mind. Let's see, can we get there?
Now.
Okay. That's all too far up. Alright, that's fine. Let's go to the next location. Back this way. I actually don't need to go back and forth like that, because we will be making our way back here, so we'll naturally just choose the other path as we come back. But, you know, I have that collector mentality in my head. Every time I see it, I want to get it. Makes games like Metroid very, very difficult for me.
The light grows stronger.
Yep. Like a bunch of monkeys.
Where are we now?
It's part of the royal palace.
You lived here? Just you and your father?
Most of the people who remained lived here. First the Vale was abandoned. The citadel fell into decay. Then the city emptied. Only the palace remained.
Spooky place for only a few people.
It's not ghosts we'll find here. It's illusions. The concubine will be waiting for us.
How do we get across here?
The corruption must have taken the bridges that were here. We'll have to go the hard way.
What was this? Your wine cellar?
The cavern was here before the city was built. After the palace was complete, they sometimes used this space for royal performances. Music, plays, great thinkers, magical words. All were once heard here.
Never been to a performance. Never seen a play.
They're full of adventures, stories, and ideas. Dreams of what people can be.
There's a whole world of adventures out there, Princess. You should spend more time with those than in here imagining them. I do like a good story, but if the only place you saw the outside world was here...
Ideas are important.
Ideas are only as strong as the sword they hold.
Not everything can be fixed by hitting it with a sword.
True, but you can fix everything else with a lot of money or a little love. You can think about locking Armin away, but unless we use a sword as well, he escapes.
And without reason and courage to guide that sword, then all will die and be laid to waste.
The concubine sold her soul to Armin like the other corrupted?
No one knows who she really was. I don't know if even she does. Ahriman gave her the power of illusion. She could become who she wanted to be, make people believe whatever she wanted them to believe.
Can you cast illusions? If the concubine can.
I don't know. These powers are growing and changing. I don't know what I will be able to do, or if they'll just stop.
They won't stop. Or Maz, if you're out there, don't let them stop. If you and the concubine can both use magic...
My powers come from Ormaz, hers from Ahriman. We have nothing in common. The fertile ground is below us. The bridges that link to the platforms have gone.
We'll have to use those roof columns to get across and then drop down. Is there any chance your writings tell us how to spot one of the concubine's illusions?
The only method is to break the illusion. Literally break it through contact. But even that isn't foolproof.
I'm not here. Someone else is here doing this crazy stuff.
Oh. Why, you sneaky?
Fertile ground is clear. Princess?
I can't move. It's the concubine. She... Ah!
Oh, does it hurt? Let me help you relieve the pain.
Hang in there. I'll stop her.
Well, what have we here? A princess and her little man. Lost wanderers no idea where they're going or why they're here.
Oh, darn it.
Please.
Not paying attention. Let's try that again.
Watch out for her illusions.
Okay,
Tut, tut, so willful, so destructive. Do you break everything you find? Try again, little man. Lost in the desert, walking with purpose, yet lost all the same. What guides you then, little man? Are you prince or pauper? Thief, nobleman, merchant, or assassin? You don't know, do you?
Good, another illusion. I needed the exercise.
Oh, I was over here all the time. I'm sorry for your wasted effort. Are you leaving her to her fate? Don't you want to be together in her hour of need? Stay on your stage, little man. Everything continues. There's no difference you can make. That's the thing with life. It's so confusing. You think you know where you are, then everything changes. You crave her, don't you? But all she has in her heart is purpose. She has no sense left in her for you. Strong in body, weak in purpose. Well, it's been entertaining.
Ah! Please tell me there's a way to get rid of her permanently.
When we imprison Ahriman for good, or if we enter the palace rooms beyond the Black Gate.
Walking along. There's a storm, now this. Can you stand? Well, never saw myself as appearing on a stage. I'd like to thank you for coming to tonight's special performance of Death of a Concubine.
She's not dead.
I can dream. Thought that's what stages were for.
If you don't dream, you will never be more than you are.
And if you don't wake up, dreaming's all you'll ever do.
Let's go to the next fertile ground.
Alright. We have a lot of different platforming choices this time. Let's see here. Whoops, wrong button. Sorry. Let's go this way. Yeah. Actually.
You do eat, don't you? You're not just living on light.
I'm flesh and blood. The light seeds, I just know I need them. They make me feel stronger.
Where do those light seeds come from?
From Ormaz, the god of light. I've not seen them before, but I think they're linked to the magic I have.
How do we get off this?
We can climb up those rings over there. Every seed helps us.
So, it's not a bad way to lay out the levels. At first, you're playing through with dangers all over the place, and then you get to play through with no dangers and just enjoy just the platforming. So, it's kind of a cool philosophy. Whoop. Okay, there's stuff over there too. Might as well. You'll need to grab a certain number in order to get to the next part of the game anyway, so you might as well grab more than you need. I tell my girlfriend the same thing. Okay, we can still grab some more stuff, and then we'll head to the next area. Oh. I know. I'll get to the next part of the game here in a minute. Don't rush me. There. You happy now? Yeah. Man, what a nag. Ooh, all sorts of places to go.
Point the way for us.
Oh.
Anyone else going to try and kill us?
I told you to leave.
That away. Ah, that one's just out in the middle of nowhere. Okay.
Go!
Whoop. Ah, okay. I was hoping I was going the right way. Needs to have a snack, huh?
This devastation is more than the work of corruption.
Why do I get the feeling if corruption didn't do this, something worse did?
In the last battle with Ahriman, the city was given to the warrior. I think this could be his work.
All the places to get lost.
I didn't ask you to come with me, okay?
Don't worry, Princess. I'll help you out of this mess.
Actually, I think this is a good place to stop. This is Audapostrophe. You have been watching Prince of Persia. This is the 2008 version. And this is actually my favorite Prince game. And my favorite Prince and Princess of the Prince of Persia games so far. There have been rumors of a new Prince of Persia coming out in the near future. Maybe not this year, but possibly next. I really look forward to it. Hopefully it will kind of follow along the same lines as this game. I'd love it if it had the same art style, but yeah, I know it was fairly divisive amongst the regular fans. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching. I will see you here at the next stream very soon.